You ready?
Are you ready?
Let's go. Yeah.
Okay.
So.
It's like a psychiatrist.
So Dave, why have you decided to be part of the Williamson this year?
It's a really good question, Erwin. I think for me it was really about knowing that I wanted to do something different and really understand more about myself and my own leadership journey. And I looked at what was available, and Williamson really offered something that was really different and unique, and I knew was going to be challenging, and boy has it been. So yeah, that was it for me.
Yeah, I'd say the same. I guess I've found myself surrounded by a homogenous group of people, and so certainly in a business context, and so the breadth of Williamson for me that was something that was very attractive. But also to that point about your own leadership journey, it was something that appealed to me in the sense that it was different, and also it was focused on not only getting that broader view of social contribution, but also that sense of internalising to understand one's own leadership journey. So that was probably the main reason why I took it on.
What about for you, Erwin?
Look, what you've shared really resonates with me. I think very similarly, as you say, it's something that's quite different to what I've actually experienced in the past. Most leadership programs focus more on the technique and the skills and the knowledge, whereas this really, as you say, talks about the journey, the personal growth, and understanding yourself and how you can grow as a person. So I found that really different and really special. Yeah, so that's why I've really decided to do it.
I think the experiential nature of it, and being able to put the mirror up and ask those difficult questions, and also the types of people that are in the cohort really enabled. There was nowhere to hide because people were in that same place. So I think that was quite powerful. Of all the sessions that we had, which one stood out as being the most impactful for you?
I must admit firstly, I probably found the cohort the most inspiring element of the program, in the sense that everyone seemed to come with that view that they would share, and there was a real authenticity and honesty with where everyone was at in their journey. So I found that really insightful and inspiring, and it helped me reflect. But also those times when we had people present who were incredibly passionate about what they did, and they had a simple way of defining it and themselves, were probably the elements that I most enjoyed. So if you remember early in the program, there were some people the young people who were making a social contribution, who they've just gone out and done it, and they understand themselves, but they haven't tried to make that too complex, and they've given it a go, and I found that incredibly inspiring.
The open retreat absolutely set the tone of just how intense the year was going to be if you allowed yourself to go to that place. And where it became really real for me was in the session that we went to see the asylum seeker school, and we went to Springvale, which I realised was where my grandparents first came when they migrated to this country. So for me, it really felt like I'd come literally full circle in my leadership journey. So that was really special, and that's still sort of resonating with me.
Yeah, that's brilliant. What about in the sense of what you take away from Williamson and the impact it has on you as a leader, and particularly in your workplace and your organisation? How does it impact you in that sense?
For me, health has always been very insular, and whenever I go to leadership programs, I mix around with other people from health. So we tend to think that health specialized and this is the way we do things, but Williamson's really opened my eyes to other innovations that happen in other industries, and the ability to be able to cross-fertilize with people and thought leaders, and it's not just the speakers, but actually the participants, and listening to what they've done. But I was just going to add, I've actually not only brought things back to my workplace, but also brought things back to my own personal life, right? So my wife has seen a difference. I think the way I've approached parenting, the way I've approached being a husband, being a father, being a son, it's just being a person. I think that's the value of the Williamson program. It's not just about your workplace. It's about you as a person.
And I think you get that value if you open yourself up to it. And I think that the opening retreat was really about setting the invitation for this is the eye of the needle if you choose to go through it. And it sounds like you absolutely have. And from the True Norths in particular, you really get that sense that people are, really getting a lot of change, personal change and development from it. So for me, from my workplace, we're in a similar industry where we do executive search as well as leadership consulting. So it's a real eye-opener to be able to see the impact it's had on me personally, but also the privilege of having access to a lot of the top leaders of the world, let alone this country, to influence that it's not just about what you do, but it's who you're being while you do that, and to use our approach to coaching and development to help and influence those that come to us. So that's the real take home.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it better. We are in similar industries and we're meeting with people constantly, and the way in which we work with them to coach them, to help them think in different ways. Certainly Williamson's done that for me, and to experience our cohort going through that as well has helped me help others reflect on their journeys. So I guess in that sense, whilst it's almost circular in the sense of as I'm going through that journey and I see others going through that journey, I'm actually able to help enlist people into the journey, not necessarily give them any direction through that, but certainly ask some questions that help open them up beyond the typical thoughts that people have around what leadership is.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So thank you for
Thank
sharing.
you.
Yeah, thanks, Steve.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.